The following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Café. This is the United Podcast Network.
If you're building or buying or selling a home, the Real Estate Crew's got news for you at the Real Estate House Party.
With attorney Rick Carter,
Real Estate House Party.
paralegal Kathy Holtshouser,
Real Estate House Party. Come in, have fun.
and comedian Tony V. Now, here's real estate attorney Rick Carter.
Oh my God!
Well, welcome.
I was giving everyone the evil eye.
Can you have some more of that coffee?
Yeah, I need some coffee.
I've never heard
I need a little
the phrase cluster F come out of your mouth.
Do you know
Oh
what?
my God,
His
it's coming.
eyes are just rolling in the
I
back of his
know.
head. Are you
Talk
okay,
up-
Tony?
No, I'm ready to punch
What's
a
the
baby
problem?
harp sale in the face. That's how I am.
Because he came out of traffic.
Keep
Is that what
drinking
it
the
was?
coffee.
Arti Januario?
Yeah.
Our pharmacist?
That's me. Hi, how are you? Good.
Someday we're gonna have Artie do a little dance for us on
I'm
the show.
very good
I heard
dancer.
you're a good dancer.
I'm a
Yeah.
very good dancer.
Is that true?
I was pretty
Yeah.
impressed.
I can dance.
Did you
and
just ask him if he was dancing with his wife? Did you just ask him?
Yeah, I
No,
wasn't
she-
sure because his face was facing the
doesn't wanna
camera,
be taken
and there was a woman,
Somewhere.
on the.
They flock to me. When I go to the
There was
dance
a
floor, I don't
woman-
even pick a partner. They all pick me.
Yeah.
They come over and go, wow, this guy's smooth. And I am.
Yeah, you are.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
very good at lip syncing as well. I'm a professional lip syncer.
He took the show away from the bride.
I know what you
he
do.
was like,
you get the good-looking girls, and you whisper in their ear, "Super Stop and Shop."
"Come visit me."
Magic
Come visit me at Super Stop and Shop.
Magic words. Super stop and shop.
Come and get an injection of something.
Here we go. So you guys are gonna love our show today.
Oh, you're
Well, I
building it up
already do.
too much.
I love it every day.
I already do.
First of all, we got to tell people about the refinance market.
Oh, it's a great
Crazy.
time to
Yeah,
refinance.
don't call.
Oh,
wow,
thank
look at
you.
that.
Very much.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank
I'm
you.
good.
Look
Well,
at
super
we
service.
are
Wow.
treated like stars
Wow,
around
this
here.
is
Yeah, you are.
unbelievable.
You're a
I know.
paralegal and a parastar.
A power star. So listen, guys.
Yes.
We're hearing the rates are going down.
Oh, thank God.
Fantastic.
We haven't had a
Rate drop.
refinance
Booming.
boom in
10 years.
Yeah.
Right.
Last
Yeah.
time we were able to make our house payments was about 10 years ago. 'cause
Now we're flying off to
Yeah.
the Caribbean to buy houses.
What prompts that? What prompts a
Well, it's very
refi?
unusual. Usually,
Nuclear war.
you're
It's
good point.
it's the harbinger of something.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually the economy's doing bad, so they're going to lower the rates,
Right.
so people will still go
I
out and
don't
spend.
see that the economy's doing bad.
That was my point.
Not
That
your
was-
economy.
No,
But
not
most
Carter Law
people-
office.
Carter Law is humming on all cylinders. That's right.
Mama's going to get a new pair of
Oh, yeah.
shoes this month.
Put it all,
every
put
time
it
we-
all on red.
Every time we bonus her, goes, oh, there's the first class ticket now to Key West.
I just paid for that today.
Everything's an upgrade with her.
Yeah.
You going Key West? You going to Key West?
In next March. I'm
Tommy
first
Dustin.
class in the
She
future.
plans
yeah.
it. Yeah.
We go every
You
year.
think I made
first
that
class.
First class.
Yeah. But the thing is,
I go no class. No class.
no, but the thing is, if my
There's people
friend,
just swearing at each other in the
if my
back.
friend
I'm with
Kim
the
is
rescue
listening,
dogs in
do you guys
Chicago.
care? My friend had points.
Oh, okay.
But now she
Now
doesn't
she-
have points anymore.
doesn't
So
have-
You had
she
to
said, "Are we
bump up.
flying coach or are we flying first
Right.
class?" I go, "Well, if you don't have any points, we're going coach."
Right. right.
And she looked at me and she pouted a little bit, and I go, "Well, what's the difference in the price?" It was like $400 difference. I go,
Oh,
Sign
jack
me
it up. Are
up.
you kidding me? That's
Sign
pocket
me-
change
I
for
know.
Rick Carter.
"Sign me
You
up."
make that in a half hour at
I
night.
do.
15 minutes,
Yeah,
probably.
but I only work like 2 nights a week.
Have you ever flown first class? It is like the best.
Oh, it's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to do it.
I've
Right.
walked past first class.
I know, but you get your drink before anyone even gets on the plane. You
So
get
there's
hot
the important
nuts,
thing.
Yeah. Hot nuts.
Hot nuts, and you get a hot.
You get hot nuts.
I
wash.
always have those. You ever sit way back in coach?
You know,
Way
that's,
up near the
Can't throw
bathroom.
the
there's all
softballs
kinds
out.
of-
I told
with
you
two comedians.
you know, that's what the air flow thing is for.
to cool off
What,
your
the hot
nuts.
nuts?
Hot nuts. Yeah, that's why they have those.
Please turn off your hot nut sign. We're coming in for a landing.
I am not smoking. It's my hot nuts.
Now you're coming around.
All right.
It took you a couple times. She
another
had to
sip.
say hot nuts
Hot
before you
nuts.
came around.
Well,
though.
you know, sometimes I just let the hot nuts lay there.
So,
All right, refinance. We've talked about that. What do you want to talk about?
And the
we
other
pretty
thing
much
is,
covered that already.
All right, thank you, everyone. Have a good day.
And the market really hasn't really cooled off very much.
No.
the
Not
price
cooled
of the
off.
house,
What's going
the
on?
prices of the houses are
Crazy.
still high.
Methinks there's something rotten in Denmark.
Crazy.
People are buying houses. It's,
Right.
it's a I haven't seen it this crazy and I've been doing this for 30 years.
Yeah.
You don't look it.
You're so
You
sweet.
just look like
How's
you
her,
may have
how's,
started
how's her hair
last
look
week.
today?
No,
Looks
don't ask about my
fantastic.
hair. It's a big mess.
Now, when you say it's surprising how people are buying houses, does that mean that they're not buying like condos and townhouses?
no, they're buying
No, buying
condos,
anything.
everything.
Oh, they're buying
everything.
Yeah.
It's surprising
But
because
it's not just like single-family homes. It's everything.
buying everything.
What she means is 4 or 5 years ago, it was just a lull. The market was slow. Sellers didn't want to put their houses in the market, so there was
Obama.
no inventory.
Yeah.
We didn't want to mention any names.
No,
but
no.
So there's no inventory. Now it just seems like everything's on full cylinders. Rates are down. Sellers are finally putting their houses in the market.
And everyone's hot to move. They're
Everyone's
30
moving.
days. Like
Yeah,
if you
Which
put an
means
offer,
somebody's going to screw something up and it's going to go belly
Exactly.
up again.
as long as
Exactly right.
Right.
as long as it's
Exactly
not
right.
us.
Right. It's like the Wild
exactly.
West again.
No, but I don't think
Well,
that there's a
not
couple.
quite as bad.
There's a couple of things that we were talking about that that are different than the housing boom.
They are trying to keep some constraints
Yeah,
on,
the
on
banks
lending.
the banks aren't just approving
But
anything
it
that
seems
has
like
a pulse.
people are throwing cash at these things.
They
Well,
are.
a lot of
They
people
sold
have
their
sold.
houses.
Right. Now
Or
they
their
have
mother's
cash.
house or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
The people
So
are dying in
Mike was
droves.
going to buy a house in another house in Peabody.
Yeah.
What's
You know,
that?
Mike was going to buy another house in Peabody. Showed me other pictures, this and that, and he gave an offer of like $650, and they said nope. Somebody came in with like
Yeah.
$675
Oh,
in
yeah.
cash.
Yeah.
Cash.
Who
That's
hell
the
has
best.
that kind of cash?
I got that.
They just sold their house, probably.
Oh, maybe.
I got
Yeah.
that on me right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pocket change.
Pocket change.
You got
walking,
big pockets.
walking
And
around
as,
money.
As you all know about me, when I got it, I throw it around.
Throw it around.
The coffee is on me.
I've seen you at a casino.
But you're right. If you don't have cash and you're up against that if you're selling or buying that second house, yeah, it's
It's the
a tough-
best buyer to
yeah.
have. If you're selling your
Or
house,
if your
it's the-
first house, if it's your first.
Well,
you
the
wanna
first
buy a
house-
first
You have
I don't
nothing
know.
to sell.
Yeah,
well, yeah, you
because
wouldn't
it's your
have the
first.
cash.
yeah, but they're
'cause
not
it's your
coming in
first.
at the 675. So
Yeah.
No.
it's usually someone who's just sold their
It's
house.
just an exciting time.
It's
There's a lo-
exciting.
yeah.
That's why we're bubbly here today.
Yeah,
We
yep,
got,
yep, yep.
We got,
Right.
we
Or
got
the coffee. It might have been
the coffee, and that's the huge studio audience. There's a lot of factors today.
So Rick says, "What are we going to do on our podcast?"
well,
And I
we've been
said-
planning this for weeks and weeks, and Artie, we knew you were coming
He
on.
says we're
so-
going to
I
we're
didn't
going
know
to go
till
through.
yesterday I was going to be here.
this morning at 7 in the morning.
All
Surprised
right.
you even answered.
All right. So Rick
ahead.
says we're going to go through a couple real estate laws like
Oh,
throughout the
good.
United States,
Sure.
right? And it sounds really boring, but you guys
They're
can
very
take-
exciting.
can take it away.
Sure.
So I'm going to read the
They're
first
very
one, and we
important.
might
Please
only
do.
get to the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Did you know there's a law in Arizona that says no man or woman over the age of 18 can show more than one missing tooth when smiling?
Well, you're not
you
going
know
to buy
that?
a house if you don't smile.
No, but if you have missing teeth, you're not allowed
Does this
to
got to
smile.
do with real
Yeah.
estate or is this weird
It
laws?
says real estate laws.
I know Yeah.
So-
there's
so-
2 or 3.
So if you have one missing tooth, you can smile.
We're
Yeah.
not
But if you have more than
But if
one
you're over
missing,
18, if you're
if you're o-
younger,
oh, it's okay.
What if they're below? I mean, they're non-visible, like the molars.
then
that's
Your
Like
wisdom
you smile
teeth.
in the front,
Right.
and then there's 4 missing in the back.
the key word is can show.
Can show.
Can
Can
show. So if
show.
you
Oh,
can
all right.
smile and not show your missing teeth,
Right.
you can go ahead and
All
smile.
Right.
Just eat
That's a
soup.
big problem in Arizona, is it? I've been to Arizona. They got other problems.
I wonder what the
Snakes. They got all kinds
I
of
wonder what the
Scorpions.
penalty is for that.
All right, go to the Arkansas one. I think it's in Arkansas where you can't have more than 6 females living
Yeah.
in the household.
6 or more
Oh, your wife would get
females-
so mad.
6 or more females may not live at the same property, regardless.
Oh, that's
of the
because they think it's a whorehouse.
Very good.
Yeah.
You're right.
Wow.
Yeah.
In the old days, they thought it was a brothel. If
Yeah,
you had too
brothel.
many.
Sure, of course.
But now,
Now it's fine.
having 6 females in the same house,
What if you have a mother and 5 daughters?
You're in
one's
big
gotta
trouble.
go.
Uh,
You're in big trouble.
Yeah.
If you have a wife,
I
your
would get out of
mother-in-law.
that house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with the laws.
I
huh?
would build a little house in the back.
This has something to do with the suicide rate, I think.
In
that
Arkansas?
state, yes.
Yeah.
You
Because
do a
somebody
he
living in a
shed?
house
Right.
with 6
Yeah, he
women,
Yeah.
you know, if they're not
had
all
it.
on the same cycle, you're in big trouble.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
and if
let's
there's
not-
7, you just get rid of one,
Yeah.
and then you're back to.
Well, I think the Mormons
Oh,
have
6
a
or
religious
more.
exemption. don't they? The
that
Mormons?
doesn't-
Can't you have 6
Not
wives or
anymore.
something?
No.
Well, I don't know if there are Mormons in Arkansas.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there are?
There are.
So
Up in the Blue
Then they're
Hills.
all
Artie's
breaking,
done some research
Sure.
before
then
coming
they're
on
all
the show.
breaking the law. You guys know that show on TV with the
They don't care about the
husband
law.
with the 5 different
Yeah, yeah,
wives.
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
But
yeah.
usually
And the
they're in
25
different,
kids.
different towns, though. They're
No,
not
all
all in
these
the same
on the
house.
TV
Artie,
show.
you're looking for loopholes just because they're in different towns. Maybe.
All these, this show that I'm talking about, I forget the name of it. It's My 5 Wives, or
I don't know.
they all live together.
I have one wife.
Oh, that's right.
And it's more than I can handle.
And my husband would say the same thing.
What I would do with 5 wives, I mean, I would
Oh,
just
my
be
God.
constantly going,
Right.
"Yeah, all right, I don't know what I did.
Imagine how it would be impossible to keep track of all the lies.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
No, you wouldn't have to lie. You wouldn't have to lie because they all have a certain night and they all have certain, they share this man.
Artie? Is that true?
I'm not that productive. I need my rest.
I'm exhausted just thinking about it.
But for all things like taking care of the children and not just what you guys are thinking.
No, of course. Right.
Should we move on?
All right, here's another one I like. This is actually a pretty good real estate one.
Yeah.
In Texas, if you're showing the house,
Mm-hmm.
and while you're showing the house, all the improvements and any pictures and any accessories,
yeah.
Yeah.
they all become a part of the sale.
No,
Well, that's a good
not
idea.
real.
That's
I
not
like
right.
that idea.
Imagine
Oh,
that.
man. That'd
I
All
be-
your
like that.
clothes? What about all your clothes?
That'd be a good way to get rid of a lot of
Get
your
rid
shit.
of your junk. Yeah. I just
Sorry, you saw it.
It's all right. Hey,
It's on you.
hey, look at my duffel bag over here. I'm not
That's
looking
a
at
showing.
the duffel
That's a
bag.
showing.
I'm not looking.
my old 8-track tape player that comes with the house.
No, I like that. That's an interesting one there because in Massachusetts we have a lot of problems. People not sure what stays, what goes.
Well, like if you plant a shrub, right?
Yeah.
Is it a fixture which would have to go with the property, stay with the property?
Yeah, yeah.
Or is it something that's yours because you planted it, but it's a fixture unless you say in the purchase and sale agreement, I'm taking that shrub in the
Correct.
front
Who's
yard.
taking shrubs with
I'm
them?
don't
taking
know.
my patio.
Yeah,
I'm digging up all the rocks.
taking everything.
We didn't say that. You're buying the house, not the yard.
The yard does not
I did a
go
lot of
with it.
work back there, and I'm taking it with me.
You know what the worst thing is?
What?
TV mounts.
Oh, we just had one.
TV mounts. Just leave the TV mounts.
So this is
Let's
what-
just make a
this
scene.
is what we
I'm
did.
glad they got the flat screen because we would lay it down. Me and my wife would mount. It was,
On the
Mount
TV.
it.
what are you guys talking about?
He's not paying attention. So when we were moving,
Still trying to think of 5 wives.
Mounted on your TV? Is that what you're thinking?
Just-
All right.
Wow, that's got to be a big
Anyway,
TV.
yeah, you mean like screws in the wall?
yeah.
Yes.
So when we were moving, we were going to take our TVs and we are going to
Right, take the mounts
But
with
then
them.
I was thinking to myself, like the day before moving, I'm like, I'm not taking the TV or the mount. We're just going to go buy a new TV and new
And new
mount
mount.
because by the time you take it off, move it, you have a massive holes
Sure, now you
Right.
gotta
in 2 rooms.
You got to fix that.
Spackling.
Right.
You need
Yeah.
some
So,
spackling.
so
So you just left the TV.
we left
Right,
everything.
plus, I mean, you get them in cereal boxes now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
you know,
Right,
so
they're
it's
not that. They're not that.
expensive.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So
But
that's what we did.
You're right. We had a closing the other day where they said, all right, I'm taking the TV mounts and the pictures. And they had pictures everywhere. And they took all the nails out and thought they were doing a favor. It was like a blue covered wall like this. And then they spackled everything over. So it's
Big white
hideous.
spots.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
all throughout
they
the
would have
house.
needed to paint it.
So it looked
right?
Correct.
Looked like
Right.
it had pimple cream on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So for taking the $30 TV mounts, it ruined the whole house there. So they were
Right.
negotiating to try to
It almost derailed the entire closing.
Sure.
The
Why
buyer
would
was
you
saying,
paint
you got to
over it?
paint all these rooms. They said,
course.
we're not painting all these
Painting.
rooms.
That wasn't the deal.
Wasn't the deal.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Who won that one?
The buyer.
The buyer.
Hardware
Right?
store.
Yeah, well, they
kinda
kind of
came
compromised.
to
yes. Yeah, they
At
get,
that point, when you have the moving truck sitting out front,
Right.
you might want you kind of losing your negotiating
Yeah,
power. at
they
that
had a
point.
very good negotiating team behind them.
Was it Carter
Was it
Carter
Carter
Law?
Law?
CLO.
Yeah.
And we called the other law off, and we said, "Oh my God, we can't believe this." We said, "What do we do?
Let's
come up with something."
That's a good tactic to take. I don't know what to do. Help me, please.
I got a busy day.
I'm begging you. Kathy's gonna get her hair done.
She wants to go first class.
Eavesdropping in our office. That's Rick.
I'll give you $500. Just please fix it.
Just call him.
Fix it.
All right, here's another one. I like this one. In California,
Yeah.
if you're a squatter,
Yes.
which is a legal term,
Sure.
for about 5 years,
Yeah.
actually probably 5 years or older, and you have shown that you've been making bills, making payments on the house,
Right.
taxes, HOA fees, you can get that house in 5 years.
What, they'll just give it
You
to you, or
just
you got to buy
move
it?
in and stop paying bills,
Right.
Yeah.
and you own it.
So you find an empty house.
Yeah.
Let me get this straight.
You're not paying any mortgage or anything?
No, that's the beauty of this. You're a
So who
squatter.
leaves an empty house?
Right. How
A
many?
lot of people
how
left
many-
there.
Somebody that
empty houses?
maybe
You know,
is
there's
getting their house foreclosed on.
five
no
times the
family?
amount of vacant houses in America as there are homeless
Oh,
people.
I see. So a house is getting
How's that for a
foreclosed
stat?
on.
Say
People
that, yeah,
move out.
they move out.
The bank doesn't really pay attention to
Gone.
it.
Sometimes
Some
it falls
people
through the cracks.
falls through the cracks. People move in. They plant
They
some
pull the-
shrubs.
they pull the tax
paint,
bill.
I
they
have
pull
a theory.
tax bill.
I have a theory that most of these squatters, their parents are bankers.
Oh,
So they know.
They're like, hey, there's a house.
House.
Just go in.
Yeah, that's
Just
a great
go
idea.
lay low for 5 years.
There's a mole.
If anybody
There's
comes
a mole.
to the door,
Say you're paying the
I'm
taxes.
paying the taxes.
in. I'm paying.
No,
the
that's a good law. I
taxes.
like that one.
But if you move into a house or you squat in a house in
Oh, I've squatted in
California,
houses. Much to the chagrin of the owners.
you're not allowed to put potted plants outside.
I've squatted in potted plants.
You can't put.
You're
potted
missing the
plants.
point, Tony.
I don't want to say squat.
No, that's a good one. No
It
potted
says
plants and
San
stuff.
Francisco may be the city of free love, but
Yeah.
that does not extend to potted plants. In this colorful, wacky city, it might seem like anything goes, but if you leave your cherished potted plants, succulents outside, city officials can throw them away immediately.
Don't leave your
Or-
succulents
yeah.
outside.
Wait. Hold succulent for a minute.
I know. Do you even know what a succulent is?
Yes.
Yes.
I do too, but
Yeah.
isn't it a weird word?
Yeah. No.
It's a beautiful
It's
word.
a beautiful word.
Is it related to moist?
No, it's a plant.
I know, I just wanted to get
It's
the
a
word in.
plant. Full plant.
Food can be succulent.
Yeah.
Right.
But like when you refer to a
What else-
plant,
what else could be succulent?
What I'm saying is you can't have potted plants outside
not in San Francisco.
at all.
Correct.
Even if you're living in the house.
Yeah.
Correct.
And I
you
want
own
to
the
put a
house.
potted plant on my porch.
No.
Nope.
I can't?
Nope.
Nope.
Why?
It's a
Another
law.
Stupid law. They'll fine you.
Don't be such a
What am
rule
I supposed to
breaker.
put my plants in?
You're not
Inside the
supposed to-
house.
Yeah.
Not in a pot.
But I could have shrubs like in the ground.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It has to be
Not a-
planted.
Not a potted
yeah.
plant.
Yep. Yeah.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've
I
ever
know.
heard.
Oh, no,
in my
there were-
life.
But you don't think it's as ridiculous as you when in California you could just move into an empty house and then own it?
Yeah, that one didn't phase you as much?
Not as much.
It's the
no.
potted plants?
No.
Or the people that
No, because
can't smile with
and here's my reasoning.
more than one missing tooth.
Here's my reasoning.
Shall I go on?
Here's my reasoning.
Yeah.
If you can get away with something for 5 years, God bless you. But if I put a potted plant on my porch
They're gonna haul you
and
off.
you're going to take my plant away, go fuck
Oh.
yourself.
I think you meant to say go FICO yourself.
Go FICO yourself.
Yeah.
That's exactly
That
what
traffic
I
was
meant.
Good
brutal
for
getting
you.
here today, wasn't
Good for
it?
you.
Yeah.
For you.
But did you guys know in there's a law? It's illegal to kill Sasquatch in Washington State.
Oh yeah.
Yo, that.
Of course.
That you
Can't
don't
believe
have a
you're
problem
bringing
with.
that one up is ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
I
to you?
actually think killing
Wait,
anybody
right.
is.
Of course. But let me get this straight. There's this mythical beast, and if you happen upon it,
You
And
can't
your
kill
first
it.
instinct is to kill it. You
Right.
don't think that shouldn't be?
Well, my first instinct would be to
That's humankind for you. There's the rarest thing we could find.
Let's kill it.
kill it. Let's not study
Yeah,
it.
but
Let's
that's
not
why
learn
Washington
about it.
doesn't want you to do it. You have to kidnap them, bring them to Oregon,
And then
kill it.
Right.
You know, make like a traveling sideshow.
Oh my God.
No, but then you're transporting beasts across state lines for the purpose of murder. That doesn't seem like it's
And that
right.
should be a penalty
So
too.
that's federal law, right?
And now it's federal law.
Right, exactly.
So, all right. So in New Jersey, you're not allowed to paint your house on a Sunday.
Sundays.
Well, that makes sense.
And in
Yeah.
Hawaii,
I like
you
that
can't
rule.
do housework on Sunday mornings.
Oh,
Would you like that
I
rule?
would love that.
What's that?
No housework
On Sun-
well,
where's
like
that?
lawn work outside
Well,
in
that's
Hawaii.
fair.
What's
That's
that?
fair.
That is
I-
fair.
I-
Because I think
Sure.
that 9 o'clock on a Sunday morning,
And
when your
someone's-
neighbor
You should be
revs
blowing
up
the leaves all
lawnmower,
over you.
I
Yeah.
don't think that's all that fair. At
Right.
9, Saturday
Right.
morning is okay, but
Why?
Sunday morning,
That's the Lord's Day.
well,
But you can do
Remember,
inside
keep holy
housework,
the
right?
Sabbath.
yeah, you can do
Okay.
inside work.
Yeah.
Well, Kathy, what about in the winter with snow blowers? Are all bets off?
It's
If you-
Well, you
Hawaii.
don't have your windows. You don't have your windows open. No.
Oh, listen to you, Mr. Loophole.
Listen, if you're shoveling snow in Hawaii on a Sunday morning, you got bigger problems.
Our last real estate boom years ago, I used to have to go home at night and mow my lawn. It was like 9 o'clock at night mowing my lawn.
Oh, the
One
neighbors
time
hated you.
They hated me, and I hated myself because I ended up mowing poison ivy,
Yep.
and I didn't know it. So I'm sweating after a long
And
day.
then
I'm
he has
full-
to miss 3 weeks of work because of it.
Oh, listen to you.
Sweet Lord.
3 consecutive weeks.
That's right.
That was his last
Ivy, yeah.
vacation.
That was my.
That was his last week.
Boy, you've had measles, you've had
Yes.
the
Yeah,
flu,
That's the only way.
chicken
That's the
pox,
only way I get out of there.
poison
Tony.
ivy.
I know. You don't want to hang
I
around
shouldn't
with
be
me.
sitting. You should be quarantined.
Yeah.
I wish I had a pharmacist.
You probably have the shingles right now.
Problem.
You won't give me the shot.
I can't.
Why?
Arthritis.
He's
You're like this, and
he's not Italian.
Oh.
I have arthritis in both
Both
hands.
hands.
Oh. So you can't give shots
She was
anymore?
like this.
Like
No.
this.
Oh.
No.
Are you
can't-
serious
yeah,
or kidding?
that's
okay.
true.
See, I never know with you two.
I know.
Whether you're telling the truth
But
or
we are.
kidding.
I go in and give his shots for him.
Yeah.
I'm his second.
Okay.
you're his second
His
injector.
second- yeah, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I'd like a
I'd
shot.
rather- I'd
You'll have
rather-
to see Tony. I don't want to see Tony.
I got to take that.
We've been doing that with contracts lately.
Yeah.
I'm still doing people getting calls. Yo, would you like me to review your purchase?
Yeah,
Or do
Tony.
you want Tony to do it?
I'll take a look
I've
at it.
had people
Yeah,
saying
sure.
they want
Yeah.
Tony to do it lately.
Yeah.
So, what else you got for fun facts?
No residential fence can be taller than 6 feet in the state of Rhode Island.
Yep.
Well,
Very,
that was-
very small.
You'd
state.
be able, yeah. You
Yeah, you
won't
wouldn't
see
be
the
able to
whole
see.
state.
Right.
You wouldn't be able to
It's
see
small.
Providence.
Yeah.
It's a small state, so
And
that's
with
it's
small
reflected in
people
the
with
fences.
small
Is it the
minds.
smallest state in the in?
It is.
the
It is.
United
Is
States?
it?
Yeah.
I think it is.
Is Maryland kind of close though?
No, Delaware is close.
Delaware. That's
yeah.
what I meant.
But
Delaware.
Rhode Island's the smallest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then Delaware.
We
Yeah.
got a lot of fun facts today.
Any hunk of land on a map that the initials can't fit in?
Or the whole name.
Right.
The arrow goes
right.
up into the ocean.
Yeah.
R.I. and D.E.L.
Shouldn't be able to be a state. You should be like a tributary.
We have a lot of people in our studio audience saying, "Is this really a real estate show?"
It is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Just
it's
asking.
not your granddaddy's real estate show.
No.
This is the new real
No.
estate for the modern world. We're young and hip.
All right.
Should we refinance you?
Can we do that?
Yeah, we can do that.
What's the rate at?
They're in the 3s now.
You're kidding me.
No, if you want to get a
215 year?
Do you have to go through people looking up your credit score?
Yeah.
no.
Yes, he does.
Oh, all right, I didn't know that. All right, I thought it was like the old days. You sign
You
the
may find
application.
this hard to believe,
but
but my credit is not as immaculate as you might think it would be. And it's not because I'm a deadbeat. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? I pay my car
what-
I
payment.
love that. I wonder what John Maroney would say about that.
Yeah.
I just don't give a shit.
I don't give a shit. I don't care.
So you had trouble with your refinance last time. It was getting all the paperwork.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't
I
just
get it.
answer me if you're
No, I
not sure of that.
think no. For some reason,
Because I remember
bank would touch
I
me.
remember
Right.
you called me up and said, "I can't take this anymore. I'll keep my 6% interest
Oh, I
rate."
remember that.
Yeah, no, but I think I'm in the high 3s now.
Oh, you are.
I think.
All
I
right.
don't know.
You should look. You should look
Why
and give
would
us
I
a
know?
call.
We got Artie a real good.
Yeah,
All right,
I'm,
I'll
at 3. I'm like 3.5.
You know how to get a hold of us, right,
All right,
Tony?
yeah.
Yeah, they have some
I'm going to guess 944-9222.
92.
I did that without singing for the first time.
You wrote the jingle to it, so you should know it.
Do you know Alaska is simultaneously the northernmost...
You're just throwing out stuff now.
Nope. The northernmost, westernmost, and easternmost state in the United States.
You should have done it as Jeopardy.
Wait a minute. Wait a second.
Can't
Say that
be all
again
those.
slow.
All right, so
The
Alaska
The state. Yeah.
is the... Think about it. Is the northernmost...
Most northern state.
So
I'm
put it
with
up
you.
there.
Most western, I'll give you.
Put it there.
How's it
And
get
then
east?
Easternmost because it's so close
The way the planet's
to...
shaped. This is people that believe the world is round.
Right. I should have put that caveat in there. Well, I'm sorry.
If the world were flat, wouldn't Alaska stick out like a sail?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That seems ridiculous to me.
That's why we got rid of the Celtic that used to believe that.
Right.
He thought the Earth was flat.
Right.
So that's amazing.
Right.
I
Yeah.
never thought of the eastern part of it.
Yeah.
I still don't get it.
Well, look at a map. Look at
Well, look at it
no,
this
don't
way.
look at a map.
Oh,
Look
look at a globe.
A globe.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And you know they talk about
I
the
see
far
what you're saying.
east.
So that
well,
when
you have to go through China to get to...
Right. So when you get to the top of the globe, the longitudinal lines are closer together.
Yeah, they
because it
spread out
starts
like
at
that
a
and
point.
they get closer.
Wow. Right.
That's right.
You know, I'm not really fucking stupid. I just pretend to
He
be.
pretends.
I know
You're
things.
not just another pretty
No,
face,
I know
Tony.
things.
That threw you
I
off
know
as much
things.
as the potted plants.
Oh, please. You know what? I
haven't
think someone
seen-
should put a potted plant right at the North Pole.
I haven't seen you that shaken up since we were talking about staycations.
That really hurts me. It really hurts me that someone who. This is the problem with society in general.
Look at your face.
This is
Like, where is this going?
Because I was thinking, instead of a potted plant, I guess a potted animal would be okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just...
Like if you had a goat half sticking
just
out
put a
of
little
pot.
cage with a
Right.
squirrel
Is it
in
gonna
it
be alive?
in a pot. And it says,
Believe
well, you
me.
can't have any potted plants. Well, it's not a plant; it's a live animal.
Right.
So that's how you have little cages
Right.
with chipmunks. And
So we're going to do a little Jeopardy that Rick wants,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
Yep.
Why do you think they in builders
Who was William
use-
Shakespeare?
for 1,000?
You have to hear the clue first.
Okay, go ahead.
9 inches.
Forget it. You forget it. You two.
No. This sounds like fun. Go ahead.
Why do you think builders use brass hardware?
I know why.
Bing. So it doesn't rust?
That could be an answer.
Nope.
Probably
Could be
the,
an answer.
I know why.
That could be true though. Why?
Because they take the bacteria off.
Oh my God. How do you
Brass-
know that? Several metals, including brass, copper,
I didn't even
aluminum,
get the answer.
iron, lead, and silver.
You did, but it was 9 inches. You thought you were fooling around with that, but go ahead.
Antimicrobial.
Right. So
And
it
they
takes the
kill
bacteria.
Out of what?
So
off
if you,
the-
Out
if
of
you
the
put your
air.
hand on the
The hands.
brass doorknob,
Right.
it has a component in it that takes the bacteria
That doesn't-
off.
Off your hand?
No, off the
knob.
doorknob.
Off the doorknob.
So the next person that comes along
Doesn't get it.
Yeah.
Right.
I want to give people germs.
Sure.
That's
Keeps
right.
you busy at the
Keeps you
pharmacy.
busy.
That's why I didn't let you answer.
Job security.
Do you guys know what it means in Scotland? I think we've talked about this. So in Scotland,
Yeah.
if you have a red door, what does that mean?
I know what that
Oh,
means.
it means
That I'm
you're
never
not-
getting to.
It means you're not home.
No, it means you're in college and you're shacking up with your professor.
It means you.
Is that like
No,
the
no.
tie in the doorknob?
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
bother
I'm never
me.
showing up here.
They go all out. They have to bring in a whole new door.
Right. No, it means you're not home and someone painted your door red because I would never have a red door.
It has.
I'm never going to have a red door.
No, it means the smallpox was once in that building.
No.
Nope.
Oh, no, that's the United States.
Ed Sullivan.
It means your house is paid for. You
Ed
paid
Sullivan.
off your mortgage.
Ding, 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 ding.
Wow, I have a front.
He's been paying
my front
attention.
red door, but we're not Scottish.
And I know why.
I
And I
have a
know.
red front door too. It's
I
a
know-
little deceiving
I know why Ed Sullivan knows that.
because he doesn't have
can
a
have a
mortgage.
red door.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do, in fact, have 2 of them.
Wow.
I do too.
Now
I
you're showing
shouldn't.
off. Now you're showing off.
Wait, is it 2 doors on the same house?
No, it's the front of it
Yes.
and the back of it.
That's what I'm saying.
So, yeah.
The
It's
front
one
door.
You don't think
door.
that should count?
Yeah.
No,
All
it's
right,
the
go ahead.
front
You
of
got
the
any
door
more
and
for
the
us?
back of
So
the
let's
door.
see what else I got. You guys keep doing your thing.
Pretty Boy Floyd.
I don't know.
No,
who
that's
that
John
is.
Dillinger.
No, it's Pretty Boy Floyd.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, there was
you saw the
um,
notes.
I did see the notes that
Oh,
she took
Stu's
from me.
calling. What do you
Can
want,
he wait
Stu?
till the
I'm on
podcast is
I'm on
over?
the
Stu
podcast.
Gatz is
Take it. Take the call.
Put him on the show.
It's
I can't. I don't have my phone.
It's Stu Gatz.
Say hey, Stu.
Stewie.
Get
I'm on
Stu.
the podcast. What do you want?
You're on next. What's your question?
What?
Honey,
Keep it clean.
Stugatz,
I'll
okay,
call you
bye.
back. Bye, honey. Bye.
all right.
He couldn't hang up fast enough.
No. Way to go, Dick
Your
Tracy.
grandfather's rolling around. I was just going to say that.
Jiu-jitsu.
You just see it's Stu's phone call on your watch. That's pretty impressive.
Hey, do you know that in some parts of North Carolina, it's illegal to hold a meeting if some of the attendees are in costume?
Oh.
Oh.
So no hooded white robes.
I mean, talk about disguising the law, right?
It's down south, isn't it?
Is it? Sure. Let's not paint with a broad brush.
Yeah.
But you're right.
Do we have time for any more?
Yeah.
Okay, hold
Sure.
on.
This is fun.
This is the most involved I've seen you with this stuff. Huh?
Well, this is the best.
This is
No
good.
burglar bars outside
Better
of
than
the
that.
house.
you
Better
can't-
than that stupid real estate shit
know.
you try to
I've
pull on
learned
us
so
every
much.
year.
I've learned you can squat in a potted plant with five wives and don't
You
have
can-
a brass doorknob on a
right.
red door.
You can-
on a flat screen TV.
Oh.
Once you finish paying for your wife, you can
Oh,
paint
that's a
her
good
red.
Tony, you're going to like this one.
So if you live in Boulder, Colorado,
Which
Oh, my nephew lives there.
yeah.
you tell him that there's a law that means that says you cannot have any upholstered furniture outdoors.
Yeah.
Well, that's
So,
simple.
I'm thinking
So you can have wicker furniture.
wicker furniture or
Yeah.
wooden furniture,
Metal
stone
furniture,
furniture,
brass
furniture,
copper,
which would get the
aluminum.
germs
Yeah.
off of you.
Yeah.
Aluminum would be good.
All
And you could
kinds.
probably have potted plants.
How about a
in Boulder.
synthetic? Could you have a synthetic?
No, not
like
if it's
a woven
upholstered.
synthetic.
Is it upholstered?
No, a woven synthetic.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, like an old beach chair.
Kathy will not.
You know, like an acrylic.
Have we covered
You know, it'd be
that?
like
we
a
covered that.
like
You can buy a piece of the moon.
Oh yeah, $30
for the moon. You can buy a piece of the moon.
Like a-
Who's
Yeah.
buying that? Who's
Oh.
what kind of an idiot?
It's the same one that buys the swampland in Florida. So yeah.
Hey, I got your moon right here.
Who wants it?
I give you a piece of the moon.
I got
Come here.
some moon hot rocks
Who's,
right
who's
here.
buying? Who's
Yeah,
selling?
yeah,
Who's
yeah,
buying?
yeah.
Who's selling?
Just come back here. I'll show you the moon.
Ooh.
Now look at this.
What?
Is,
What?
To preserve its natural beauty, these states have banned all outdoor advertising billboards.
Yep.
And it's Vermont, Hawaii, Alaska, and Maine.
Oh, there was,
I don't know if
yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
There was just a thing in Vermont where a guy was trying to advertise his business on his property, and they wouldn't, or it was facing the road, and
Oh,
they
yeah.
couldn't be in
So
the
that's
thing.
why.
All
So
right.
what he did, this was genius. He built a 30-foot pole.
Oh, yeah.
and put a giant middle finger on it,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
and
Did that
put
get
it
him in
on his
trouble?
property,
Did that get him in
and they
trouble?
couldn't do anything about it.
Because it wasn't a billboard.
It wasn't a billboard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
it was
like
a wooden sculpture.
The next time I'm driving through Maine, I'm gonna now that it says it, I'm
Yeah.
thinking I don't know if I know about a billboard in Maine.
In I don't
I
know.
see a lot of mass holes billboards in Maine. Isn't that in Maine? Welcome.
It
Get out of
seems
here.
to me I've seen a.
Yeah, by Kittery and
Yeah.
No, you know what?
the trading
I'm gonna
post
check it
2
out.
miles ahead.
What
I guess
did you
that's
say?
a
That's not a billboard,
but
it's
it's
a
not
sign.
advertising anything, though.
Right.
Right.
I think
So
there's
that's what-
signs, but not billboards.
Is the middle finger
advertising.
advertising anything in
Yeah.
Vermont?
No,
No.
no. It's just it's
Piece of you was
it's his.
pissed.
Go FICO yourself to the city people who wouldn't let him put up a sign. And he's been in business for 30 years.
Oh, really?
Other than that, it doesn't sound like a guy I'd want to hang around with. But
Right.
I know. Well, a female eagle landed on it, couldn't get off.
yeah,
They might
That's
get him
rough.
on some kind of national
one.
thing.
like you might like endangered species kind of a
Right.
thing.
So he
Right.
might be in trouble for that.
You think we should all take a field trip and wrap
Plus,
this up?
I
Go
have
to Maine?
one. I have one more.
Okay.
Plus,
go ahead.
once a month he has to go up and trim the nail.
Oh my god. Oh my god. How does he do that if the eagle's sitting on the finger?
Listen, I just report these things. It's not my job to figure out how. It's just my job to
I'm always the
report.
logistics one.
Right.
So one more, you guys.
All right, go ahead.
Do you know that Monopoly was originally designed to teach players about the broken nature of capitalism?
Sure,
Yeah.
I knew that, and
All right.
modeled after Atlantic City.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
Or like we end up
We've-
in jail and you got to pay money to get out of
Yeah,
jail.
no, but there's
and-
all of those properties
Oh, yeah.
exist. Baltic
Yeah.
Ave and
Mediterranean.
We've been on
Atlantic.
it.
But do you remember when we used to
Pacific.
play when we were little that
We didn't know.
could
I
never
just cheated.
afford Park Place,
I,
right?
I
That's what they
understood
were trying to
capitalism
teach you.
very early. You know,
What's
I'd
that?
be the banker. Bink.
Yep, and then you were stealing the money.
And I'm guessing you stole money
Yeah.
and cheated.
No, I just relocated the money. I did not steal
You
it.
just moved it around.
Reallocated,
Moved it around.
reallocated
Moved it
the
around.
money.
If someone
Well,
go
I
into the
take
bathroom, you put a
I
hotel
take a little
on
from here and I put a little over there.
Yeah,
and
put a
then-
hotel on
oh,
mine, and put this over
I got
there.
4 houses
Take their
over
houses
there.
off.
And a little bit of bribery going on.
Some of those came
and-
out during my first colonoscopy. Little green houses.
And on that,
We did
better-
you guys have fun? Didn't I
Yeah,
tell you
fun
it was going to be
today.
a fun show?
It
Worst
flew
show
by.
ever. No, it was
Shut
great.
up, Tony.
It was wow. No, that was great. That was great. That was a lot of fun. Happy 4th of July.
Yeah.
everybody.
Yes,
We couldn't
celebrate.
do work on the holiday week.
No.
No. We decided to take this one off as opposed to
Right.
all the other shows we do. Thanks for joining us on the Real Estate House Party.
Thanks.
Tony V, Kathy Holtshouser.
Thank you.
and-
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Arti Januario. You coming back next week?
No,
All right.
I'll be in Hawaii
Oh,
with potted plants.
Not painting on Sunday morning.
Not painting on Sunday morning.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks for joining us anyway. See you next week.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21 Podcast Café, the United Podcast Network, its partners, or affiliates.